Alright, welcome back to the channel. If you're just joining me for the first time, welcome. This is a part 2 attempt at accuracy observations with my Smith Wesson 38 Special Victory pre-10 revolver. If you're joining me for the first time, feel free to check out the first look at accuracy on this firearm, also on my channel. I have 2 boxes of ammo here, American Eagle and Monarch, which is European manufactured type like PPU. American Eagle is just an offshoot Federal. Both of these boxes are in 158 grain, which is closer to the military issued ammo manufactured for this gun. I believe was 153 grain. Last time, I used Winchester target rounds, which were pretty light, clocking in at 133 grains. I'm hoping a bullet that this gun was designed for, as well as some practice, can really boost my results here. I have an old Army surplus target set up here, normally used to 0 M16 rifle sights. The small silhouette gives a sufficient size target to fire on from 25 or maybe 20 yards in some of my sequences, since I don't have access to a bench or my regular facility today. I'm incorporating some of the shooting fundamentals found in the 1934 publication of Manual of Police Revolver Instruction. I have a video outlining these concepts as well, which will be outdated by today's standards, but these concepts were designed for this model of a weapon by the Pennsylvania State Police, so that's what I'm using here. This particular Smith is an early 1944 War Department manufactured with proofs from the Ordnance Corps, the lanyard swivel, and all matching serial numbers, including on the grips. Most of the Smith Wesson Victory revolvers are manufactured for Lend-Lease to be shipped to the British in 38 Smith Wesson. That caliber is the same as the British Webley revolvers, using the very similar 38-200 cartridge. This one is a true blue Smith Wesson manufactured for American forces. I have yet to send off for my letter from the Smith Wesson Foundation to see exactly the history behind this gun, who it was shipped to, which department originally received it, and where it went. I'm very interested to find this out.
So this was my very first shot. I saw it hit right in the middle. And then some of these others, I'm jerking it that way a little bit and I hit the board right there in the center. So let's try it again.
I was a little surprised at the recoil difference going from the 133 to the 158. It is noticeable. Not anywhere like a 157 or a 44 Magnum, but you can definitely tell a difference that this is a beefier round. Quick target change and away we go. So I did take the opportunity here to use my phone to zoom in on the target to see the hits, as you see in the picture-in-picture version on the footage, and I'm using my GoPro attached to my ear pro. Here though I really struggled. I didn't actually see how the angles were going to turn out when I had it attached to my Air Pro, so some of those shots were kind of bad. I backed it up and went back to the phone. I actually lost this GoPro not long after this. We went to Florida on vacation, and I tied it to my fishing pole, sent it over to the edge of the pier to see what was in the water. And it actually took a bunch of water damage, and I had to contact GoPro about a replacement because it is supposed to be waterproof up to like 30 feet. just by itself without a case. And this was, you know, it was maybe 5 feet under the surface or whatnot. But I did contact GoPro, and they're going to take care of that. But for now, in the foreseeable future, all my videos will be shot with my phone. I almost want to consider this round just a practice round, because I was shooting with both hands, left and right, and I did use both eyes open in accordance with that manual. Just some practice, really. This second volley, though, was definitely worse than my first. On this next sequence, this was another day that I had to go out, a little more practice. I ended up putting 2 targets on this pallet down here, you'll see in just a second. The target on the right is the Monarch brand, and then here in a minute I'll staple another target on the left, and that's the one I use for the Federal. So after a little bit of practice and resting my hand in between the rounds there, I really was satisfied with how the American Eagle, the Federal stuff went. Next time I might see if I can find a beefier box of Remington or another strong version of Winchester instead of just the target stuff, and see how that goes. This was the Monarch, the BPU stuff. This was the American Eagle. And these right here were my last shots. So after I settled in a little bit, the wild shots kind of went away. You can see one up here in the wood. So that's a pretty decent group, I'd say, offhand, with both eyes open. And a pretty novice shooter at that.